Obama has been called a lot of things by these right-wing cockroaches, hasn't he? And now they're referring to him this way. Republicans are now saying that Obama is bluffing about the impacts of a debt default and holding American troops and the elderly as, are you ready, human shields in the deadlock over raising the debt limit. Human shields. They you know, these son of a bitches, they really do reach into the bottom of the barrel to come up with these phrases. Human shields. Isn't that a term that goes all the way back to the bombing, the first bombing of Iraq? Human shields. So they've tried everything, every single creepy goddamn phrase they can come up with to hang on Obama. Why don't you rat bastards just come out and use the N-word? You know you want to. You want to say it so bad it makes your asses ache. You know you do. You say it to each other in your little smarmy screwball emails back and forth. Why don't you just come out and call him the N-word? He wants to use the elderly and soldiers as human shields. You scumsuckers, I would just love just once to have one of these right-wing members of Congress within spitting distance. I swear to God. And I'd love to provoke him into some kind of action against me so that I could respond with a quick, sharp punch right in the face. These people just are disgusting. Obama is a lot of things, you halfwits, but he is not using troops and old people as human shields. You disgusting people. I mean, have I mentioned yet tonight how much I hate these bastards? I think I have, but if I haven't, consider that notification. Obama using human shields. Something called Trent Franks. He's a Republican from Arizona, representative. He said, quote, I truly believe that this president is completely out of touch with reality when it comes to the grave circumstances that we face in our economy. I am convinced that he is willing to use our senior citizens and our soldiers as human shields, as it were, to continue the spending binge that could ultimately destroy our country, end quote. This is the part that makes me want to start smashing things and get myself arrested. Again, really, when some half-witted Republican like this, who doesn't have the sense Mother Nature gave a sack full of pine cones, when he stands there and makes a statement like that, Obama understands the circumstances that we face in this economy. He's just not doing the right thing to correct it. All he has to do is cut the war and death budget by 50%. Just do that for 5 years, problem solved. But for this little freak bastard, this Trent Franks, to say that Obama doesn't understand the grave circumstances in this economy. You little scumsucker, it was your party, your people, your president who put us there. And how many bobbleheads out there in this crazy bastard's district back in Arizona going, yeah, that's right, Frank, yeah, or Trent, that's right, Trent, you tell him, Trent, it's that Obama, it's that Whoops, you almost said it, Trent. You almost said it. Joe Wilson, Republican of South Carolina, went, you lie! Remember that half-witted freak? He says, as he stated himself, referring to Obama, he's bluffing. He told Eric Cantor, don't call my bluff. The president is admitting he's bluffing, and it's not right. His bluffing consists of threatening senior citizens, threatening disabled veterans. You slimy cockroach, you. Why don't you call his bluff? Why don't you go ahead and agree to what the President of the United States... Oh, that's right, you're from South Carolina. Never mind. Lost my head there for a second. Human shields. Now, I realize that somebody like Obama just laughs this off. And there is a racial element in here, too, on both sides. One justified, the other just based in bigotry. You get these members of Congress from certain states, like this one, whose initials are South Carolina. But you get a representative from South Carolina, and just by definition, that white male is going to be a racist. Don't look at me like, oh, you're condemning a group of people. You're goddamn right I am. Absolutely. Now, I happen to know a couple of white males that live in South Carolina, and they are not. And they would excuse me for the blanket indictment. But let me just put a little bit finer edge on it. Anybody who is elected to public office in the Republican Party in South Carolina is a full-blown, flat-out, shave-head racist. There is no argument to that. None whatsoever. And all they want to do is scream the N-word at this guy and go get some torches and put their sheets on and try to scare him out of the White House. That's all they want to do. But they can't. So they come up with all this crazy hog snot about, oh, well, he's not a citizen. Well, he wasn't born here. Well, he's a Muslim. Now he's using human shields.